Since December 2014, Manitoba Métis have been hard at work, clearing the way for a major hydro transmission line to run along the western border from the Pas south towards Swan River. For the small community of Dawson Bay, it's meant valuable direct and indirect jobs and a demand for local supplies.
The benefits to Dawson Bay have been enormous. It's brought jobs, and the economic part will be a humongous help to us. And I hope it goes on for another 3 or 4, 5 years. That's what I'm hoping for.
The Bipole 3 Hydro Project is a partnership between Métis N4 Construction, owned by the Manitoba Métis Federation, and Manitoba Hydro.
I sat down with the president of Hydro, Scott Thompson, and his team, and we came to an agreement that we would work to do our part in helping in Bipole 3, at the same time creating employment and supporting the community of Dawson Bay. In fact, we doubled the population of this little village.
About 18% of my workforce at Manitoba Hydro, which is about 6,400 people, are Aboriginal. About 2/3 of those are Métis people. So we've grown that by about 200% in the last decade. So to me, that's a success, and we want to continue to build on that success.
Economic is always fundamental to Métis people. We're entrepreneurial people, we always have been, and will continue to be.
A crew of 50 is charged with the task of clear-cutting more than 200 kilometers of trees and brush.
And from what I understand, they're hard workers, they're dedicated workers, they're very safety conscious. From what I understand, they're doing a fantastic job.
Our safety records have been very, very good on this site. We do very dangerous work, but every morning we identify the hazards. We go over what we're doing during the day to ensure that guys know what they're going to be facing on the site.
It takes a specially trained, safety-conscious team to navigate the rugged, rocky terrain. However, safety can quickly be forgotten as workers struggle to slice through the thick brush and battling the elements.
The weather was not nice to us this year. The weather was bouncing up and down from warm to cold, and it was causing great hardship to our company and to our employees.
Environmental concerns also needed to be taken into account.
The biggest challenge of this construction season, I would say, has been getting a sense of the specific mitigation measures for caribou areas with regards to my correspondence with Manitoba Conservation and with Hydro, in order to ensure that the caribou migration through this area isn't adversely affected by the construction of Bipole 3.
The clear-cutting was also slowed by a protest by local First Nations, who claimed the Manitoba Hydro project infringed upon traditional territory. However, a court ruled in favor of Manitoba Hydro. Despite the challenges, the Métis N4 team remained focused on the job.
Métis N4 done the toughest section of Bipole 3 in the entire line, and on time and on budget, so it's been quite an experience. We had a plan, and we built a team, and we made this work. We came down the line like one big rolling wheel, everything done behind us, so that's what made it a success.
Métis N4 Construction also manages a camp at Dawson Bay to house the workers on the line, but the base is also being used to offer training and work experience for young Métis who were recruited from across the province. The recruits would also spend 7 days in and 4 days out of the camp as part of their on-the-job training as cooks to achieve their culinary Red Seal certificate, as housekeepers, or as maintenance staff. It's a joint venture with Vista North of Edmonton. Chef Richard Middleton describes the trainees as star pupils. Many have joined the camp from Dawson Bay and as far away as Flin Flon to provide professional service, healthy, quality food, and a clean environment.
For us, the opportunity to train our locals as well as our Métis friends has been a great honor for us. We've been blessed with some great people that have a great work ethic, and we are able to supply them with the knowledge to make them very employable and to move on in the hospitality industry.
What I like best about this program is the class structure. In the morning we have a nice theory, and then towards the lunch we get on with our day, with our prep. And about 4 o'clock, we get into the supper time prep. And it's a wild ride every day, something new, something exciting.
Whether it's training the next chef, maintenance worker, or crew for clear cutting, the goal of the Manitoba Métis Federation and Métis N4 Construction is to expand training and create jobs across the province. The challenge remains to convince government and industry to adopt procurement policies so that Métis can solidify further relationships with Manitoba Hydro and other industry leaders to build partnerships and enhance economic prospects for Manitoba's growing Métis population.